Bada bing, bada boom. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Let me just check. When was my last live stream? Was that not at the weekend? Oh my gosh. Let me just check. Let me just check my phone. Give me 2 seconds. We are live. Bada bing, bada boom. Testing 1 2 3. You know what? I should probably turn this down. Let's go full screen. Okay, we are back. Okay, so let me see. So when was my last live stream? Because I know I've not done a live stream for quite a while. I'll explain why in a minute, but I'm quite curious when my last live stream actually is. Oh my gosh. It seems like it was like a million years ago. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I was literally live streaming every day or every other day, but over the past few weeks, I've not been doing, bloody hell. Type live. Okay, so my last live stream apparently was 2 weeks ago. Bloody hell, it seems longer than that. That's kind of crazy. And before that, that was 3 weeks ago. It was this where there was a comment, because I kind of screwed up with this one, yeah? Let me see if I can find a comment. So basically in today's live stream, I just want to be like, just basically catch up in it. Let you guys know like what I've been up to and stuff like that. Because, you know, it's December. When it gets to like November, December, the whole world goes crazy for reasons I'm sure you kind of understand. But I'll explain. But before I get to that, the Toniest, I haven't seen you for a while, man. I hope you're good and stuff. I hope you're ready for Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, of course. In your comment, you said your lovely friend need not be shy. Yeah, she's shy. She's like afraid of cameras and stuff like that. So what's with the color? Are you shooting in D-Log or something? You need to figure out some sort of rig that can help support the camera from your belt. We could make a mint. You know what? This camera, if a belt could support this camera, I'd be amazed. This camera is freaking heavy, man. Like, it will literally pull my pants down. That's how heavy this camera is. The camera is heavy, but the lens also adds, like, weight and bulk to it as well. Because I'm using a 16-28, the lens is quite long. So, I don't know, man. It's gonna have to be some super strong, like, pants. I don't know, made of titanium or something. Is that what Gromit wears or something? Am I confusing? Hello, Gromit. I'm losing my mind. So anyway, so it's been a very, very busy few weeks, and there were a lot of things that I had to do to catch up with for Christmas and stuff. And that includes client work, which means editing and filming stuff. So just last week, actually, when I say last week, that's actually technically not true. It was last week and also a few days this week as well. So I was working with a car brand called BYD, which I don't think you're going to get in America because obviously, you know, for certain tariff reasons and certain competition reasons. So I've been working with BYD promoting a few of their cars. In the summer, I did some work with BYD again for one of their cars called the BYD Dolphin Surf, which is a small, compact city car. That they're aiming at the young crowd. So for inner city driving, oh, by the way, it's electric as well. For inner city driving, compact car that you can carry your friends in and do a bit of shopping in. It's a very, very fun, funky kind of car with some really cool tech like karaoke in your car, which is kind of interesting. But I guess in London, we get stuck in traffic a lot. So it kind of makes sense to have karaoke, I guess. And I can imagine being sat in traffic here, belting out some proper crazy old tunes or something, or to keep yourself preoccupied. It was kind of fun to play with that. And also this car has like I don't know, like if you're into gadgets and tech, you're probably going to find this interesting. But if you're not, you're going to be like, what the hell? So the screen in the car will rotate. Basically, you can speak to it in natural language. You say like, hey, BYD, rotate the screen. I kept saying, hey, BYD, please rotate the screen like I was speaking to a person. So the screen will go from like a horizontal to vertical. So obviously when you're like using it for entertainment or listen to music, I guess horizontal makes sense. Or watching like YouTube, horizontal makes sense. Obviously YouTube when you're not driving, not during driving. And then if you want to use the map, it makes more sense to be like vertical or portrait. So you can just tell it to like go into portrait mode and automatically it will rotate and do that. I don't know. I just find that really fun and interesting, being like a gadget head. I don't know why. I just kept saying, hey, BYD, please rotate the screen. And every time he did it, I was just amazed. So anyway, so this car was launched at Alexandra Palace here in the UK. And I got invited to the launch. And it was really, really nice. BYD done an amazing job in terms of like turning Alexandra Palace into this like BYD kingdom, right? Like when you were there, it felt like BYD's natural home. They've done an amazing job in terms of the setting, conversion of Alexandra Palace to BYD, and then they had games for you to play, and also they had like a car, but there was like a kind of like an area where you could write messages and draw things. It was just a very, very fun, interactive way to like experience the launch of the BYD Dolphin Surf. So they invited me again for another car-related thing, but this was more of a Christmas theme. So they had a BYD. Actually, before I get to that, you can watch the video of the Alexandra Palace experience on my main channel, Raucous TV. You just see like a whole heap of videos there with the BYD. There are a few shorts as well, and then there was a long form version. So they invited me and a whole bunch of other creators over to. It was basically a Christmas themed event where they had a BYD Dolphin Surf basically inside like a glass matchbox, just being pulled behind another BYD through London. That was kind of interesting, right? So you had this car inside this glass box. There's a Christmas tree, balloons and stuff, and just being driven through London and capturing people's reactions and stuff. It was really like fun kind of day out, really. Just like watching this bright green tiny little car in this glass box, and then just making content around that, which is quite fun. But what I really liked though throughout the whole experience was the car that was pulling the glass matchbox. It's called a BYD, I think, Seal. So it's a pickup truck and it looks freaking cool. Like I think once they release this truck, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. Like probably like here in the UK, but I think this thing will sell like crazy in America. But unfortunately, BYD is not allowed to sell their cars in America because Trump can't take competition from China. So there you go. But it was a really fun day out. And then the whole day ended inside the BYD showroom in Mayfair, where I had a chance to look at some of the current cars, like the Dolphin Surf. I think there was, what else was there? Seal U, there's BYD Seal U, which is a hybrid. Really cool for when you need like, I don't know, a long trip and you haven't got a lot of charging along the way. So you have like this plug-in hybrid that you can use for really long trips. I think range combined is like 699 miles, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So that's kind of fun to play with. And then inside the car is a whole heap of tech as well. I mean, god damn, like there was this massive, like, I think it was a 15.6 or 15.2 inch screen. It was freaking huge. And generally speaking, the quality of materials in this car is insane. I haven't actually made a video for this car yet, so I'm working on that one. But I did make a video for the Dolphin Surf and also another BYD. Actually, that one is yet to be edited as well. Bloody hell. It was a BYD, I think Sea Lion 7. I think these are SUVs, by the way, and this is fully electric. And it was just cool, man. BYD is literally taking over Europe, if not the world, with their cars at the moment. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. And it was really tight, kind of like time frame to film stuff, edit, and then obviously, you know, like get it out there and stuff like that. And it was like work on top of other work, just kind of mad. And then before all that, my mom visited from from New Zealand because that's where she lives. And so obviously there was not much that I could do and stuff. It was just like, yeah, she was here, and obviously there was work and stuff like that. So I didn't really have a lot of time to make videos as such. But now I think if you can hear that, that's a helicopter. Flipping heck. If you're in boats here, it's a helicopter. It's kind of mad. So much freaking noise. So this is my last pretty much live stream, I think, of this year. If I get time tomorrow, I might go live, but this is probably going to be the last one. Now, I really enjoyed these few live streams that I've done, even if it's not to like a massive audience, because obviously it's a new channel, whatever, and I'm not expecting any miracles just yet, but I've really like had fun making these live streams. So in 2027, I want to do more of these. So I think I got the camera gear kind of sorted now. It's just a matter of just like, just doing these live streams. But I feel like this camera is better suited for these kind of live streams though. When you're sat down, camera on a tripod, just go live. Walking around is a bit hit and miss sometimes. Like what day was it? I think Thursday. No, it can't be Thursday. It was probably Monday, right? I'm talking about Thursday. It's Wednesday right now. I tried to live stream in central London around Oxford Circus. Oh my gosh, that was a nightmare. It did not work at all. For some reason, the phone refused to connect to the camera. So I couldn't even go live. I think that was mainly because I think there's so many phone signals and like a radio interference and stuff. I think that was just generally messing with the radios communicating from the phone to the camera. I tried several times. It just did not work. And yet that would have been a perfect kind of location and setting for these kind of experiences, because I wanted to show like what London looked like during Christmas and stuff. There's just lights everywhere, people, and there was this massive like Christmas bus. And I just wanted to show that live, and it did not work. I was initially there to buy some footwear because my current shoes are old, man. Like last week I was walking and there were stones in my shoe or in my shoes. I was like, oh my gosh. And I checked my sole. The sole's completely worn out and there's now a hole in it. So my plan was to go to the shop and buy me some new shoes. However, the ones that I wanted were unavailable. As you know, I tend to not find things that I want very easily. I kind of have to fight for them, and like, yeah, that kind of sucked. So it's kind of like a wasted trip, because the plan was to live stream the whole experience, but it didn't work out that way. I just filmed like a vlog, but I'm not sure if I'm going to post it or not, because I don't think I had enough material to make it like a long, cohesive vlog. But I did sell someone a Lumix S52X because I was filming myself, obviously, and he walked by. He's like, "Oh, what camera is that?" He thought it was a Sony, and I told him like, "Bruh, I used to have the A7 IV, but now I'm in the Lumix camp." And he asked me why I like the Lumix, and I explained to him. And it looks like he's gonna get a Lumix because open gate for one, and live streaming. That's like a crazy feature to have. And yeah, he's gonna sell his Sony stuff and jump into Lumix. So yeah, you're welcome, Lumix, Panasonic. So yeah, so Christmas Day is tomorrow, and I'm just tired, man. I can't wait to go to sleep and stuff. But I just want to do like a quick little live just to say like Merry Christmas and I guess Happy New Year, innit? So may 2027, bloody hell, 2026 be the year that you want it to be. Yeah, it's really interesting. 2025 has been a very weird year. So many things have happened. Some good and some bad. It's just been insane what's been going on, especially over in America with the files. It's certain files that apparently were a hoax before, but now they're actually real, and it just seems like the world has gone completely crazy. I feel like people are being like taken advantage of, and by people in power and stuff. And I just feel like there's going to come a point where no one's going to stand for this nonsense, man. Because people aren't stupid. So I'm hoping for a better 2026. I don't want to see 2026 like 2025 because so many weird stuff have happened. And anyway, I don't want to talk about politics on here. It's just like, it just seems like, sometimes I feel like I'm in a twilight zone or something. You're like, did that really happen? Or did I just like imagine it? But it's kind of mental. But like I said, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I'll do a live stream before the New Year. God damn. But anyway, be merry tomorrow. Eat that turkey. Or just chill with family and do fun stuff. Until next time, I'll see you later. I just thought I'd go live and say Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas. I'll see you later. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is crazy. How long have I been live for? I don't actually know. Speak to you later.